welcome back to our program.
Controversy!
Controversy, yeah, exactly. Well, TAN network, yeah. I'm just like gonna go to sleep, I think.
No, you're too excited about the cake and poppy seeds.
That's true, yeah, which is completely irrelevant from the next story. There you go, yes. The big boss is going to kill us all today. Anyway, this is a combined story. Juno Bill, the legal right for students to take maternity leave.
And that's in Thailand.
And Thailand, is it?
Yes. The thing is, Public Health Ministry is proposing the bill that will let pregnant students to take maternity leave and be able to get back in their
studies
in their school, continue school in their study. But it's going to be a controversial issue because somebody said it will just endorse pregnancy among teens.
Which is crazy. I mean, I think if this happens, the kids, if I'm the classmate and I have a friend who got pregnant and come to school and try to work while, she's belly up and, gassy and have to go to bathroom every so often and in pain, I would tell myself there's no way I'm going to get pregnant while I'm in school.
True. And it's not like, they let us leave for if we get pregnant. I gotta get pregnant now. No.
I think they're more worried about like so-called, minors having sex more.
But minors having sex anyway. We can't deny that.
Okay, we have the statistic from the Department of Health record showing that the woman under 20 years old, which is 160,000 a year, get pregnant.
Really?
So if we said under 20 years old, it means they're either in high school or university. So of that 160,000 women, 10,000 of them is under 15.
Really?
So it's a lot anyway. It means whatever we are doing, whatever law we having, or whatever we do with them, it's not working. So this might be a new thing. They say it might not pass because there will be a lot of people opposed it.
Right.
But it might be something good. It might change.
So did they say potentially what province had the most
They didn't
pregnancy?
say the province.
Yeah, because usually they usually say the younger is up north from the last 50 years or so.
The thing is, pregnancy among teens force all these kids to just have to leave school.
Yeah.
And some of them, after giving birth, they're just not going to come back.
Oh, of course.
But if they have an option to just come back where they left off, I think it will encourage them to finish the school.
Yeah.
Because to be pregnant and be a single mother or even be a young mother with a husband to help or your family to help, without education, that's not helping either.
Exactly.
So you just push the problem further ahead. So instead of doing that, I think it's a good bill to be passed on.
No, that's good.
And I don't think it's going to encourage students to have more sex.
Because this same bill, this is the Minister of Public Health said that it will also protect people's reproduction health rights, and it will cover medical services of all state and private medical units, and it will apply to all these places to provide consultants and reproductive health services to all these kids, which is a good
necessary.
thing.
It is necessary because some kids might not.
It will just force some closed-minded people to be open up.
Because you can't deny it.
The thing is,
everywhere.
The thing I think it might not pass because I just know yesterday that the movie Juno it's such a big thing in America. It's such a hit thing. They didn't allow it to show in Thailand just because some close-minded people think it's going to encourage children to get pregnant. But if you watch the movie, you will know that
she goes to difficult time being pregnant.
It addresses the problem of pregnancy teen. It addresses the problem the parents have, and it's also show how to handle these problems. It's a problem of course.
And also too, the unfortunate thing, especially I've noticed in Thailand, is a lot of people in power to actually change and implement new clauses have never seen how a lot of other maybe even lower income earners in Thailand live. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
It's funny, there's really a cultural financial divide sometimes in Thailand. I watch like Thai news sometimes and watch all these ministers saying this and this, and they've all gone to international schools, half of them were educated overseas. They've never gone into the provinces, half of these people, and seen actually what they're talking about, like if it's a real issue. And I'm like going, you're a minister of that province. in Bangkok, but the provinces maybe say up north with big problems, and you come from an affluent family, and you really have no idea how these people are
So
suffering.
you can't really
This happens all around the world, you know.
Of course.
Yeah, most ministers are usually from quite an affluent background and have no real understanding, from what I can see, of really what's going on. I mean, as much as they might have educated at school, you need to go out there and see it.
See the real thing.
Yeah.
I think it just comes back to the same problem is the standard of living.
Yes.
It's the basic problem that we just have to do. We just have to raise the standard of living.
Yeah, that's true.
And plus, I think a lot of people seems to think in Thai culture is that if you shut it off completely, that will solve the problem. If you don't let it be seen at all, then it won't be copied or. But it doesn't work that way. Not in this kind of age and technology.
Any kind of country. Nothing can be secret. Nothing can be conclusive.
Yeah. Well, the unfortunate thing that leads, if this doesn't go through, is a lot of women will have to resort to prostitution. Single mothers. You know, that's one of the
abortion.
Exactly, two very
illegal
dangerous.
Abortion, like we talked about last
most definitely.
time.
So potentially, I'm not saying it's going to actually be the case, but potentially that is usually the case because there are surveys saying that a lot of women in Bangkok and Pattaya who actually are sex workers are single mothers.
Right.
Who can't provide, who don't get provided by the father, be it a Falang or a Thai person.
Right.
So they have to go on the game.
Yeah, I just
don't.
Yeah, I mean, some people will think it's encourage children, not children, or the kids to just get pregnant or have sex without thinking. But I think it will work as a supportive tool for unexpected, unwanted pregnancy.
Yeah. I think also too there needs to be at least condom ads or something. Not necessarily provocative like you see condom ads in the States.
Just give it out. Just hand it out somehow.
Yeah.
Just make sure it's out there. Flood the city with condoms.
For pregnancy,
flood the city with condoms.
No, that's what they do in New York, in America. They flood the city with free condoms. So people with low income and all those have
get their hands on the rubbers.
And it's funny because they're very cheap here too. I mean, I think they're one of the cheapest things to buy. I mean, like, for a standard set of condoms in the States, you're looking at several dollars, whereas here, it's like not even American $1. Do you know what I mean?
No idea.
So, yeah. Well, no, because they're in 7-Eleven. I looked there with a friend the other day, and I thought we were having fun and going, look at that, look at that, look at that. And I was like, my God, they're so cheap. So, yeah. I mean, considering that, even
compared to
Western
world?
Yeah, most definitely. And I thought, which is excellent. It's funny. I mean, maybe in the West they don't want people to sort of use them. I don't know.
No, maybe here,
they're so expensive.
because our culture, when the kids buy it, they will just be kind of shy. It's like, there's people around here, so I'm not going to buy it yet.
Yeah.
So if no people around, I will just pick it up. Or like, this, that. Oh, maybe this too, the condom. Like last minute impulse buying.
Yeah, exactly. Condom, water, and condom.
Impulse.
Okay. Anyway, that's it for the show, girls.
We still have the email.
Yeah, the
you
email,
can email us at controversy@tannetwork.tv if you have anything to talk about what we just talked, or just some funny pictures or some comments. Just email us, or if you want to date Singto or Golf, just email me.
What about you? Speak for yourself, man.
I'll just Well, that's it.
Now I'll give you. I've done a half Y, so I've got to sort of like bring it up now. Hello,
yes,
goodbye.
hello,
I love you all, and we'll see you next week. Goodbye.